What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. Guys, today we are taking a look at the latest iteration in the long-standing collaboration relationship between Nike and Supreme. Of course, we're looking at some Supreme today. As you can tell by the box, you can see the Supreme on the side of the box here with that classic drawer style box. I don't know what it is. I guess Supreme really loves drawer style boxes because that seems to be the same kind of box that they do on a lot of their collaborations with Nike. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Before we actually get into it, co-branded Nike Supreme paper as well. Y'all know I love good packaging, and these have good packaging. Now, I actually got like this cut on my finger. I'm not quite sure how, but I think for today's unboxing, I'm gonna use some gloves. Nothing really crazy, nothing over the top, you know, just something to maybe help out with, you know, today's unboxing. So give me just a second. All right, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Nike and Supreme Tuned Air or Air Max Plus in mean green. I'm not gonna keep these gloves on for the entire video, but they're actually pretty nice, especially to be the free gift for this season. All right, now first impressions of the sneaker. Loud, really loud colors. I feel like it kind of came out at the wrong time of the year. This really feels like this should have been a summer shoe, and maybe the other version probably should have came out during the fall, which was the pink fire version. There's also, I believe, a white version that's kind of like all white with the red swoosh, a little bit of red on it, classic Supreme colors. I think that one is supposed to drop a little bit in November as well. But this sneaker is so loud and it's so vibrant. Y'all know, I mean, I like the loud colors. Normally, I don't do really loud sneakers, but there was something about these that really caught my eye. And maybe because it's Supreme, and I always feel like Supreme, if I'm gonna go with them, they're known for being wild and crazy. So I wanna go with the wildest and craziest iteration of whatever it is that they're doing. And these certainly caught the eye of myself and a lot of others. So let's dive a little bit into the sneaker. We won't take too much time with it. Then let's also talk a little bit about why nobody's really talking about these right now. All right, now starting with the upper of the shoe here, the silhouette is a classic. The Air Max Plus, you can never go wrong with it. Beautiful design, really innovative technology back in the 90s, and it's still holding up today. You just really can't go wrong with it. It's a beautiful sneaker. Now, in this particular iteration of the Air Max Plus, I think Supreme did an incredible job with the color selection. Obviously, you're gonna get green, that mean green color as the primary color all over this sneaker. Inside of the collar, down the front of the sneaker, woven throughout the upper of the shoe as well. Behind the collar, it's everywhere. Green is everywhere. Now, in addition to that green, on the classic lines here, at the top of the lines, you're gonna get this really nice orange color fading down into that blue hero color. But let's talk a little bit about this orange and blue that we're looking at here. If you guys notice, this is a little bit different from regular Air Max Pluses. Let me show you a comparison. This is a regular Air Max Plus here. You guys can see it looks like there's a few less lines, but the lines are a little bit more spaced out and they're just standard lines. However, on this Air Max Plus, it looks like there's a few more lines and they're a little bit thicker. And when you look a little deeper into the lines, they actually spell out the word Supreme. Now, here's the really fly part about these. Supreme is actually a little bit easier when you look at the medial side of the sneaker here. You see the S right here, you see the U, you see the P right there, the R right next to it, the E, the M extends down to the back, and then you have the E wrapping around back right behind the heel here. However, on the lateral side of the sneaker here, it also says Supreme, but all the letters are flipped around backwards. I think that that's really dope. Now, one thing I did find kind of funny about these is that these are actually called the mean green, and the color of the blue is called Blue Hero. Now, we've seen Blue Hero on a pair of Air Max 97s before, a couple of sneakers from Nike, but we've never really seen the mean green before. But what's funny is that there's actually a household cleaning solution that's called mean green, and the colors on the packaging are green, orange, and blue. So I don't know if somebody maybe was just cleaning their house one day and was using some mean green cleaner and was like, mean green. But it's just an awfully uncanny coincidence that that household cleaner called mean green that uses the exact same colors as the mean green Supreme Air Max Plus happen to be the official colorway on the sneaker. I'm just saying, right in the quarter panels of the sneaker, you're gonna get a black swoosh. Taking a top down look at the sneaker here, you get these really dope little hits of 3M all throughout the panels, in between all the laces, from the top going all the way down to the toe box. It's really fly, really nice touch. Here's a quick look of what that 3M actually looks like. Like I mentioned, just some small hits going all the way down the front of the sneaker, but if you are walking around at night, you will be seen. Your feet are gonna look weird because people are gonna notice what are those little notches that are walking towards me, but again, you will be sane. Now, finishing off the top view, you actually get this synthetic leather on the tongue here with that jeweled Supreme logo right in the middle. You also get that same leather on the lower part of the upper of the sneaker here. It's a really nice leather. It is synthetic, but it does feel really nice here. It kind of feels like a basketball almost, but it's not bad. It's pretty nice. You're also going to get that same leather on the back panel of the sneaker as well with that classic TN Air, that tuned air badge right in the middle of the heel. You get that really nice classic Air Max Plus shank plate that goes up into the midsole of the sneaker looking like a shark fin or a shark tail. That actually was the inspiration, by the way, behind this shank plate here was a shark tail, and this time it's orange. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the inspiration behind the design of the sneaker was actually palm trees that were swaying. Apparently the designer of the sneaker was actually on a beach and was sketching around some ideas, and apparently came into Nike, had to do a big project with Foot Locker, and the project with Foot Locker resulted in the Air Max Plus, and the lines actually reminded him of those thin palm trees that he used to see swaying around in the wind out in California. And then again, the shank plate here was made to look like a shark tail. Just a little bit of sneaker history in case you didn't know. Oh, the designer's name was Sean McDowell, by the way, if you ever want to do your Googles about him. Very interesting story, by the way. On the outsole of the sneaker here, you get that same green on the outsole of the sneaker here, classic tuned air badging right in the midfoot, right inside of that shank plate as well. You get the rest of that orange on that shank plate as well. Very well done. On the laces, I don't know if you guys can see that. It might be a little bit difficult to see. You get green laces, green lace tips, but you also get these clear plastic wrappings around the lace tips that have the words world famous, of course, for Supreme in white. And last but not least, on the insole, wouldn't be a Supreme shoe if it wasn't that classic red insole with the Nike and Supreme co-branding on the heel. You also get this really nice OG looking hang tag here, this Nike Air and Supreme co-branded hang tag. I feel like a lot of people may just keep these on the sneakers, or if you take them off, you're gonna hang them somewhere where you want people to see them, because honestly, it's pretty fly. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Supreme Nike Air Max Plus. It's a really nice sneaker, and like I said, I don't know what it was that drew me to the green, the really loud colors, but again, I feel like if it's Supreme is known for being off the wall with a lot of their accessories, a lot of things that they're doing, especially some of the products that they've been coming out with this season, including the $14,000 Jacob & Company diamond watch. Supreme never fails to go above and beyond, really over the top when it comes to some of the things that they've done, including the gloves, and my favorite, let me grab that, one of my favorite Supreme accessories of the season so far, the Supreme and Colgate collaboration toothpaste. Supreme really puts their name on everything these days. It's pretty incredible. So now you can take your Supreme toothpaste with your Supreme toothbrush and just have a hype beast good time in the bathroom now. The Nike Supreme relationship, in my opinion, has been a little hit and miss over the years, and some of the sneakers that Nike has come out with Supreme, to me, just weren't it. Some of the other sneakers that they came out with I thought were really fly. A lot of the dunks with Supreme, classic sneakers there. Now, some of the other Supreme collaborations I didn't like quite as much. Personally, I wasn't really feeling the black Supreme Jordan 5 that they did, but I actually was feeling the camo Jordan 5 a little bit more. But again, a lot of different sneakers have been coming out lately with Nike, and like I said, some of them were really dope. Now, the one sneaker that was really subtle and really dumbed down was that classic white Air Force One with the little Supreme box logo on the lateral side. I still don't have a pair of those. So if any of you guys out there have a pair in a size 9, let me know down in the comments. I want to buy that pair from you because I'm still trying to get my hands on that sneaker. You guys remember that Supreme Nike foam posit pandemonium that happened back in the day? That was a moment in history. We had the Air Force One highs. Of course, more recently, we had the Air Jordan 14 Supremes. Personally, I really like the black version of those. And again, that told a really dope story about Michael Jordan and that outfit that he wore when they had the statue dedicated to him outside the United Center. So Supreme has really dug in the crates at Jordan Brand and at Nike as well to bring us some really good storytelling, or in this case, some really fly iterations of more popular models. One of my favorites was the Up-Tempo, that gold Up-Tempo. I had a pair of those that had Supreme basically written out across the entire sneaker between the left and the right. One of my favorite Supreme collaborations to date, and I don't even wear gold sneakers like that, but that was fly. And honestly, this one is right up there with some of my favorites that Nike and Supreme have done. But the question is, why is nobody really talking about these? What is happening these days where sneakers like this that are really pretty dope are flying underneath the radar? And not just on the YouTube scene, I'm talking on the resale market as well. Right now, in most sizes for the Air Max Plus on the resale side of the game, you're going to pretty much break even for what you spent on this sneaker. This sneaker, I believe, was $180 retail price, and with shipping, that bumped it up up to right around $200. You're gonna pretty much make that back on most platforms if you're selling this sneaker. Now, some people may just say they just weren't feeling the sneaker, they just weren't feeling the colors. Some people might have been feeling the pink fire, but even the pink fire isn't worth all that much money. It's worth pretty much the same amount of money as the green was. But I think that there's something very interesting happening here, and that is the buildup of an extremely big, hyped up sneaker that's getting ready to come out within the next week or so. The Mocha Jordan 1. Now, the Mocha Jordan 1 is one of the most highly anticipated sneakers of the year. And I normally don't give you guys previews of sneakers that are coming up, but I gave you guys a small preview of this sneaker here while we're working on the full video that's gonna be coming for you guys very soon to make a point. Because of the hype that's around this sneaker, it actually is overshadowing a lot of the other sneakers that are coming out. Sneakers like the Dark Concord Air Jordan 12. I didn't even bother buying those because I feel like they're still sitting on shelves. Nobody really cares that much about them. And even sneakers like this that are really, really dope, I feel like would have gotten a lot more hype if the hype of the Mocha wasn't so big right now. Maybe these would have been worth a little bit more money. And for some of you guys, that may mean that you hold on to these a little while until a lot of the other hype dies down. And maybe somebody will be willing to pay a pretty penny for these at a sneaker show or a sneaker con, whenever that opens up, maybe 2025 at this point, who knows. But that's what's happening these days. Some sneakers people are just buying just because they kind of want to pass the time and they're waiting for something really big to come out. But with the emergence of the off-white Jordan 5s, especially with the exclusive access that just went out, the Air Jordan 1 Mochas that are getting ready to come out, those two sneakers are so big. Honestly, I think a lot of people are just saving their money to see if they can get their hands on those. And if they can't, maybe they'll double back and get some of these. So if you're a seller, a little bit of a pro tip for you guys, price that shoe higher after everybody has taken the L's on their Mochas or their Air Jordan 5s. People are going to have a little bit of remorse at that point, a little bit of FOMO, and they might be willing to pay a little bit more money for sneakers like this. But you didn't hear that from me. This isn't a resale channel. This isn't one of those channels where I give you guys all the tips about how to sell your shoes and all that kind of stuff and being a reseller. There's other channels for that. But I do want to give you guys a little bit of the game here because I know a lot of you guys have StockX installed on your phone right now. I have it too, so it's all good. But I say all that to say, I think this is a solid pickup. And right now, while the prices are low, if you want to get your hands on them, it's a really good time to get your hands on them. I think this is going to be a solid pickup, either to hold on ice until it gets hot again, or to go ahead and rock them right now. I mean, it's got a lot of orange and green in it. You might be able to rock them for Halloween with a costume if you put the fit together right. Who knows? But that's pretty much all that I have to say about these. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about the Supreme Air Max Plus in Mean Green. Were you guys able to pick these up? Were these on your must cop list? Did you get the pink fire colorway or the mean green colorway? And did you cop from the Sneakers app or from the Supreme drop? These came from the Supreme drop, which was a rare W, but I'll take it. Or were these just a big hard pass for you and you really weren't feeling them at all? Sound off down below. Let me know. Of course, write it down in the comments. Make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Supreme Air Max Plus in Mean Green. And until next time, I'm out.